Welcome back to my 100% playthrough of Heretic on the Black Plague Possesses Thee difficulty, played through the Heretic plus Hexen re-release on the Kex Engine. We are doing all levels with A1 start, and this is E1M4, the guard tower. Let's begin by turning around and interacting with the Wall of the Raven on it to grab the Tome of Power, and let's get out immediately, open this door to the left, kill this regular gargoyle, and head out to fight some fire gargoyles. Should be relatively easy to dodge the fire gargoyle attacks. If you get hit though, I won't blame you. I still get hit sometimes myself. Just keep in mind that they do more damage in this re-release, because they're using damage values from the Wayfarer's Tome. Yeah, there were two fire gargoyles in this building, which you can play hit scan Harry with if you're able to. That's basically a technique where, yeah, on Black Plague, these enemies are typically turret-like in their behavior. So, since they throw projectiles, they will try to do so around corners, and you can just hide and shoot them with your hit scan weapon. Because you are a powerful elf. An elf with a hit scan weapon. At least two of them. Anyways, you will not be wanting for ammo because there's a Gauntlets of the Necromancer here, which you can use to zap any enemies that want to come towards your way. And there's also a Crystal Geode here too, which will give you more than enough ammo to complete this level. Anyways, remember how I interacted with the Raven Wall over there? We're going to do the same here. And I'm going to break up the gauntlets and move quickly. You might get hit by this guy anyway because of infinite height shenanigans in this re-release. But he was guarding a quartz flask and a teleporter to the secret area. Yes, the secret area. In the secret area, we are going to break out the wand again, just so we can get rid of these fire gargoyles. And we can use the gauntlets for the rest of them. Hell, if you want, you can even use a staff. And something I really want to show you guys is the powered staff. Yes, it basically nukes everything. Allow me to demonstrate. Yes, it does so much damage. And let's go up the stairway, kill this fella, and see this Nitro Golem. Now you don't, he's dead. We got the ethereal crossbow out of the area with the Nitro Golem, but I'm still going to use the powered staff because it is so satisfying to use. And I got scratched by a gargoyle. How embarrassing. Oh well. Another thing I didn't mention. Well, there's a quartz flask right here, which I usually forget to grab. You might have gotten a quiver, a map scroll, some ammo for your Elven Wand, and a Morphobum. Now with the map scroll, I'll use it to show you where certain things are. Like here, we're in the area where you can find a torch. And once again, here is where you find the elusive quartz flask. There's more where that came from though, because when you go into this area, you can go to this wall, which will open up to reveal a golem guarding a silver shield. Make sure you grab this quartz flask as well if you need it. But you may. You never know. Better to have it than not. Anyways, here is a dragon claw. And before we go into the room with the undead warrior, we are going to go over here to deal with these golems. One got to jump on me. How embarrassing. But anyways, we want to go into this area, which is in the center of the kind of city-like area, to push this button. which will raise some bridges over here, where this undead warrior is fighting a nitro golem. Whenever you go into this area, sometimes they get into fights. They usually do for me, at least. Anyways, after clearing out pretty much all the enemies outside, there still may be some straggling gargoyles and golems around. You can always check. Like over here, and here. And this part, near the beginning of the map, it's symmetrical, so of course there is a gargoyle right here. So let us return thither to where the yellow key can be grabbed. But see that ceiling? It's red, which means this is a silly. This is a silly in danger. Yeah, see? You don't want to stick around for too long because it'll crush you. But we now have the yellow key, which means we can now open the yellow door. And with the power of our trusty crossbow, the workhorse weapon of Heretic, we are going to clear out most of these guys. And you could use the wand too, or the dragon claw. Once again, the elven wand with its own ammo supply makes it better than the pistol from Doom by default. I would say in my opinion, but this is pretty much objective. Because it fires faster too, even than the original. But it fires even faster than that in this re-release. Anyways, let's get jump scared by a golem. And take a little trip down here, avoiding the undead warriors. For the time being, at least. And deal with all these enemies in this immediate area. Grabbing some items, including some ammo, but more importantly, the green key. But before we even open the green door, we're going to take a little trip over here to deal with this undead warrior who decided to go all the way out from here. Yeah, this part opens up whenever you go into the area with the green key, and it allows you to get a shadow sphere, which I'll actually be able to use in an area coming up very soon, because we have not gone here yet. Alright, we're going here to deal with these undead warriors that were harassing us earlier. And we're going to use the morph open for these guys. Yeah, kind of like that. We got hit up a little bit, but we were able to chickify all of them. Let's celebrate our victory because we have 4 enemies left by using the torch. There's a fire gargoyle there, and over here, when we ascend the titular guard tower, are new enemies, the disciples of the Sparrow. They fire projectiles, very damaging ones, in a sort of cone arc. But they're usually rather killable, as you can see. One thing you want to look out for, he doesn't see me because I'm using a shadow sphere. See how they're flickering? When you fire, there's a chance your lesser bolts or other physical weapons will go right through them. So keep that in mind whenever you're trying to attack these guys. But anyways, we got all the kills, all the secrets, which was just 1, and all of the items, so let's get out. And that was the guard tower. As opposed to the gatehouse, this level was relatively unchanged aside from texture adjustments, lighting adjustments, little things like that. So if you played this on the original release, there should be hardly a difference for you. So yeah, you can play this the same way you did back in '94 with the same strats and everything. But now you can play it in widescreen. Granted, you could do that as of like 2020 in most vanilla source ports and even in GZ Doom. But, yeah. Pretty straightforward approach to this level, at least for me. The one secret isn't that hard to miss. At least when you figure out the whole Raven Wall equals doorway to an area thing, which is only really used twice, but still. It's the tell of this level, and it's a secret methodology. But anyways, we are done with the guard tower. Stay tuned for the next video where we go into E1M4, the Citadel. But until then, I'll see you when I see ya, so see ya!